Hello everyone, Shane1288 here with your weekly RuneScape Byte for Monday, October 29th, 2018. This week is a head-scratcher. I'm going to be honest with you. This week is a head-scratcher. We weren't expecting anything like this to appear at this point in time, but we have another double XP weekend slotted in for November 16th. And this could very well be within the trend that we're starting to see 3 double XP weekends a year. Last year we saw 3. We saw one in February, one in May for Menaphos, and then the usual in September. And, of course, the gap between the February and the May one was 3 months. And here we're looking at, once again, a gap of about 3 months from August to November. So this could very well be the new trend. There's been a lot of folks online in the community who are saying that this is a makeup gift for the lack of recent updates. That could entirely be true, though, of course, we don't have exact information on what is going on with this. We haven't seen the November behind the scenes yet. We'll know more about that when that arrives later this week. But yeah, in the meantime, we do have a third double XP weekend for 2018 slotted on November 16th. So I guess we all better start prepping for that. We'll have more discussion about what this means and how this fits in with the November update schedule and whether or not it is the makeup gift that the community is suggesting it is once we see the November behind the scenes this week on RSBANDB update. But for the rest of the updates this week, we have a meandering news post that eventually gets to the point that the last of the Riders of the Apocalypse is here, and for the Till Death Do Us Part event, which, if you haven't completed yet, get your 16 stabilizations in to unlock all of the rewards. Pestilence is here this week, so head on over there, watch the new cutscene, take part in that event. Now on to the patch notes for this week. A number of interesting little patch notes, some of them bigger than the others, but we'll get to the big one in just a moment. So first up, players can now purchase compressed anima for 45,000 shattered anima from the Shattered Worlds reward shop. And this can be used to recharge sigils, and it'll act as the equivalent of 45,000 shattered anima. And it can also be traded to other players, both in person and on the Grand Exchange. So this is a way of allowing people to just pay a bit of GP to recharge their sigils without needing to go back to Shattered Worlds. Also, the trait reroller code has been adjusted so that only one trait is deleted if a reroll was successfully performed. Yeah, I think you only want one trait being removed on that. The tree and master farmer outfits now correctly reduce the number of monkey nuts required to pay this for spirit tree protection when using the right-click pay option. You can no longer place living things inside the treasure chest from the Carnelian Rising reward. Okay, yeah, that's a pretty funny patch note there, and I wonder who discovered that. Also on the subject of living things, player-owned farm animals added to the party room chest will now be reclaimed direct to the inventory rather than spawn on the ground. When visiting your ports, you'll see now in the side panel you have an ETA for when your ships will return, and that's good to plan when you want to do your next port visit, especially with RS Mobile now. It's also now possible to empty rune pouches while the bank interface is open. And here's the big one for rune pouches. Rune pouches can now be dyed red, blue, yellow, green, purple, orange, pink, and black. And the reason for this is that when doing high-level PvM, you're going to be casting all kinds of spells. Vulnerability, Disruption Shield, and you're going to need a spellbook swap in there as well. And this brings the effective amount of inventory spaces down to just 2 inventory slots plus your pocket, so 3 large rune pouches in total, whereas previously this would be your pocket slot plus 6 or 5 potential inventory slots taken up. So this is a big deal for high-level PvM and reducing the amount of inventory space that's used for casting magic. That's it for the Weekly Byte. We'll be back this weekend discussing the double XP weekend and what it means for the community and all of these patches and patch notes going forward. If you found this video at all useful to you, like or subscribe. You can also join us in-game at Friends Chat BitsBytes. We're also on Discord at rsbnb.com/Discord. See you then, everyone.